Letters of Iwo Jima looks at the experiences of Japanese soldiers during the war.
Well, it was great because it was doing a movie about a Japanese historical event in Japanese history, as well as the other picture, which is a historical event in American history. But to be a Japanese director, even though I don't speak the language, was fun. Great fun. Flags of Our Fathers was sort of a detective story for James Bradley, finding out how his father, what his life was like during the war, and what made him very silent about it. Letters from Iwo Jima was a detective story for me, to find out exactly what the other side was like. Letters of Iwo Jima, I think it's important for not only the Japanese, but for the rest of the world also to know what people were facing then. We all know it because of the propaganda that was popular at that time and the Japanese military expansionist government of that time, but we don't know it from the common man, the kind of person that is ripped out of their home, ripped away from their family, and sent off to great probability of never seeing them again. I grew up in war pictures in the 40s where everything was propagandized. All movies, we were the good guys and everybody else were bad guys. And I just wanted to tell two different stories where there were good guys and bad guys everywhere, and just tell something about the human condition.
Despite being a veteran director, Eastwood was asked if it was challenging directing a Japanese cast.
No, I didn't find it an obstacle. I found it fun to do, actually, because I'd had a little experience with it only as an actor years ago. I'd worked in a few pictures when I was doing films in Italy and in Spain, where other people would speak different languages. And I'd speak English, somebody else would speak Spanish, somebody else would speak Italian, German, what have you. But really that didn't have any effect on it, because good acting is good acting, bad acting is bad acting.
Clint was a Japanese director. Yeah, but he couldn't speak Japanese well. So before shooting, I imagined about him, he's so tough and strong and legend of Hollywood or something. It's kind of like an emperor or king or something, but it looked like a father, yeah, for us.
After the production concluded, Clint had high praise for the Japanese cast.
But I must say that this was one of the most satisfying projects I've ever been involved with, and this cast is one of the greatest casts that I've ever worked with, certainly as great as any as I've been lucky enough to work with in my career. But to tell this story, story that also talks a little bit about the futility of war, but regardless of what nationality or what country you're in, it's the same thing always. It's the mothers sending and loved ones sending their sons and husbands off to war with a great possibility they will not return. So this picture is sort of dedicated to them. And thank you. Domo arigato.
While both films earned high praise, Letters from Iwo Jima garnered 4 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture, and Eastwood's 4th nomination for Best Director. Letters from Iwo Jima won a Golden Globe for Best Foreign Language Film, and Eastwood hinted that it might be time to take a break.
Trying to take a vacation since Mystic River, but then $1 Million Baby came along, and I said, well, I've got to do that. And then Stephen asked me to do The Flags of Our Fathers, and I said, well, I got to do that. And then while we were doing that, the idea came about to do Letters. And so now I'm going to sit back and relax and see if I can get that golf ball closer to the hole.